let me see, because I have a different mic on it, let me see if I can, oh, let me close that. I definitely don't want to do that. Okay, you probably see a small camera here. Let me see if I can make it larger. No. Okay, I can actually pull it up here. Okay, so basically it's my webcam on that's showing the TV. So there's a lot of programs I'm testing out with it at the minute. Firefox browser works with a technical preview. Google Chrome browser, Opera, Safari, VLC player works, Skype works, Media Flash Encoder works 3.2. And Malwarebytes works on the technical preview. Super Anti-Spyware works. And there's quite a number of security products works if you don't want to use the Microsoft one. Now Windows 10 comes with the Microsoft Bitdefender, I think it is. And obviously it comes with the Windows Firewall. And you can set it to block traffic coming in. Okay? If you're looking that wee bit more security. Now some people prefer to use a third party software. So friends, if you're testing it out, do some research on Microsoft website and see what programs are compatible for it. And also check out your computer that you're thinking of putting it on. Because unfortunately the Windows 10 built, what Microsoft called it, it's not compatible for every computer device at the minute. Okay, it's working on mine okay at the minute. It's working on a quad core 32 and it's working on the new i7 processor with 6 gigs of DDR3. So them two devices that I have is working on both of them at the minute. The Windows 7, when I tested it out, it didn't, when I done the upgrade, it didn't give me all the hardware devices. So I rolled it back and then I had to do a wee bit of work to take the update out and then go to registry settings and take the key out. So do your homework before you decide to test it, or use a VirtualBox on your computer, because it is a beta, it is a technical preview. Okay, and as each month goes on, Microsoft will be releasing the new Microsoft browser. At the minute it's not in the technical preview that I have in the UK, so that will be coming soon. And all the other different pieces that they're going to do that we'll talk about in the next technical show in 2 weeks time. I'll be able to explain to you more what they're doing. Okay, so I'll give it to you basically as I find it from them. Now if you have an interest in Windows 10 and you're worried about it and you're thinking to yourself, Windows 8's crap, Windows 8.1's crap, to be honest with you, Windows 10 at the minute, I'm well pleased with it. And that's only the technical preview. And if I thought it was crap, I would tell you. But that's my opinion. Tell me talk on Skype. 105. The only one that's on Skype at the minute is Tax or Chess. But if you type into the room, I'm quite happy to read your questions out, and hopefully anybody else is in the room will give me a hand to answer it for you. As soon as I set up the Skype properly with a proxy IP, then I start to bring more people on board. Taxi there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How's that sound for you going through there, the microphone? Is it picking you up okay?
Yeah, I'm hearing every word you say. Sound good.
10538. I think that's Billy. I'm not sure, but let's see.
And hello, everybody. So let me ask you something about that Spartan browser. So is it going to be, you said it's going to be way more secure than IE ever was, right?
According to Microsoft, because a lot of people's not using Internet Explorer, they know that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they designed 11, okay, it's going to be more secure than they've ever produced. It's going to give you the options to tighten it up more, and that's what I read on it. Now, Spartan should be released in the technical preview, hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that I have it on my desktop before the next tech show, so I can go into the settings and check out the settings on it, you know.
Right.
But that's what Microsoft are saying at the minute, Tax. It's
So is it true what I'm reading? It's sort of going to be, I guess, kind of like Google Chrome in a sense. Only it's going to have the Microsoft touch to it, you know. I should say, I guess if that's a good word to use.
repeat that again, Tax.
Yeah, I had been doing what you were talking about. I kind of started searching on it a little bit, and I thought I'd read that, you know, that it was going to kind of be comparable to Google Chrome browser.
Where it's basically,
You know if that's true or not, or is that just speculation, maybe?
what are you basically saying? Because Google Chrome is basically working in encryption now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Something along that line. Yeah.
Yes, as far as I know, Microsoft browser is going down that line. Yes.
Yeah. Well, then that's certainly a big step for them. You know.
Well, now a lot of people don't know this, or maybe some do know. Google browser is a secure browser. Google Chrome. In fact, I would go as far as saying it's more secure than Firefox. Even though I would use Firefox on Google Chrome. Now, eventually Google Chrome will not direct you to a website that's not encrypted. That will be in the near future. And surely to God, that's a good thing.
Hello, Steve.
So, you know yourself that from time to time I would click on a browser, and sometimes we can slip up and we can go to the wrong site.
Right.
Well, Google Chrome will block them sites that are not encrypted in the near future. And Microsoft are designing a Spartan the same way. Because
Cool.
they're trying to work on their customers' safety, you know.
Right. Well, I'm like you. I use Firefox, but I do, you know, on occasion I will switch back and go to Google Chrome, but, and I like them both. So, I mean, I got my Firefox set up for it's fairly safe for me to go places, but if I happen to click on something that's not a safe site, you know, I'm alerted to it before I continue on. So,
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Let me just go back to the desktop here. There is some documentation, friends, there on the internet with Windows 10 new browser that's coming out. If anybody wants to log to it in the room, if someone knows something that we don't, feel free to fire it into the chat room there. Let me show you how that's going through that. It's not much of an angle. Let me get a better screenshot of this. Now, for anybody that's only into the room, I will be posting videos tomorrow to YouTube. I've already covered the system requirements if you're thinking of running Windows 10. Okay, so if you check out the videos on YouTube under PC Careman, or if you go to Von TV Archives, you will see what the system requirements are if you're not too sure on where to get it. They're also saying here that the address bar extends across almost the whole top of the window, rather than about a third of the way across as it currently does. The forward and backward buttons are rather more milestones and not circle by circles. So I can only basically give you the information of what I can see on the internet. Of course I can give you more on the operating system because I have it installed. But the new browser is not released to me yet. It's not released to the technical preview people that's testing it. Hold on now, so let's
There, I'll put a link in the room. This is an article I found about Windows 10, the Spartan browser versus the Google Chrome. Actually, the title of it is Windows 10 Spartan browser will support Google style extensions. So,
Windows 10 ushers in an era
like you'll be able
of more personal computing
make your
in a mobile
browser sort of like the way Google Chrome is now with the extensions you can add on it, you know, as far as, you know, safety features and ad blockers if you use that, the Web of Trust, the WOT, so when you're doing like you're doing on Google, you got, you know, the yellow, the green circle, which means a safe site, and the yellow is something you need to be aware of. Red, you certainly don't want to click on it. And gray, there hasn't been enough information to know whether it's a good site or not. So you're going to be able to add a lot of extension. The Mask Me email extension, which is good. I like using that. You know, a lot of sites where you got to put in your email in order to, you know, get into the site or something. You use Mask Me, so you won't never get the email, or they can't get your email. Put it that way. It sends them a bogus email, you know, account. I like using that Mask Me. That's pretty cool. I really do.
Alright friends, so I logged out of the room there by mistake. I was checking that link that Tax had put up there on the MacBook.
But that link I put in about the Spartan browser, it's just a short article. Want to give it a look-see?
It's on the MacBook there, Tax on the chat room one.
Okay. Like I say, it's not very long. It's really short.
Right. I'm also seeing here, friends, from PC Advisor, another technical website, that it says that Microsoft will not announce a definite launch date because it is committed to users testing and don't want to be upholded to a special date as it was Windows as with Windows Vista. Some people are saying, although Microsoft was presented at the CES show, they are talking about, from what I gather, they are talking about later on this year. So, let me check something here. Now this was the 30th September 2014, but the latest I can find here is the 6th of February 2015. But what I do, friends, is as I get the updates on the Windows 10, I check what they are, a few of the details to see exactly what Microsoft is giving me. Okay? Now, I'll tell you what I did find out by installing Windows 10 on a 20-inch laptop, an HP laptop. Okay? A clean install, I done. It was a pain in the arse because I had to reinstall the operating system. Okay? And I done a clean install. And what I found out with on the HP laptop, which is roughly about 4-year-old, it found every hardware update for me and installed them. Right down to the chip drivers, everything. You know when you put Windows 7 on your computer and you do an update, and sometimes you get a graphics update with it. Sometimes you install it, it messes it up. Well, it didn't do that. It updated every hardware device of that particular model. And that's what Microsoft is working on too. They're working on the hardware end for buy. So whenever it's released out, if you're running a certain graphics card, it's going to offer you the latest version. And what also you will see on your Windows 10, on the right corner of your screen, you will get pop-ups from time to time. And this is in the technical preview at the minute. And it'll say, you need an update for iTunes. Or it'll say, your graphics update is out of date. Do you want to download it and update the latest one? And that's what I found out. Now, that can be a good thing and that can be a bad thing. Because it's very easy to bluff a pop-up by using remote access on a computer and typing in any message you want and putting a pop-up on your screen and saying, your Windows firewall is blocking this, do you want to let it in? You click in, they get in anyway. If you click block, they get in anyway. So there's a lot of wee ways of doing that, and some people have a wee bit of fun by doing that. So pop-ups is not a great thing in my belief, in my sense, because some of us have used third-party security programs, and it's a nightmare when you get a pop-up. Do you want to let this out? Do you want to let that out? And you're saying to yourself, what will I do here? Is it wise to do this or do that? I prefer a program that you set it the way you want it and you leave it. That's the way I like it, you know. But I just thought I would mention that to you. If I go back to the screen here and I lower this Skype down for a second. Okay. Obviously that's the desktop background. You have what they call a new notifications button on the right hand corner. And if I bring that up there, it'll say how hard was it to find the settings in your blah blah blah. It'll say Microsoft Explorer notification. It'll tell you the personal SPI works too in Windows 10. That's another program we've got to tell you about, which is SECEMARPSI for updating your programs. And it'll also tell you about if you plug in an external hardware device, it'll come up. So you just click on the small, you can expand it to. And it's notifications, like a small box that sits in the right hand corner. Now, that can be a good thing in a sense. It'll automatically tell you if your flash player is out of date, if you don't have PSI on. So, to me that's a good thing. So by clicking this one here, Microsoft Explorer notification, let's see what it does here. Okay, so it's given me the notification and a lot of code, so obviously I'd probably have to Google that there to find out which, but I thought it would have, you can also close it. Let me click on this one. Okay, so double click on one, it's called the Windows feedback button coming up. And it says share your feedback with Microsoft. Okay, so that's because we're testing it out, okay. How hard was it to find the settings you're looking for? 4 for me, easy, but maybe for someone else hard, you know. Give them a wee feedback. So you will get notifications in the right hand corner, and I believe that's going to come out in the final release too. I noticed that I got one to do with the graphics card, even though the graphics was up to date. Just to finish this off, because I don't want to cover everything tonight, okay, I have covered quite a bit up to now. I've covered Cortana, the new browser, the system requirements, where you can get the ISO. If you're using Windows Vista, you cannot upgrade to Windows 10. You have to do a clean install. If you upgrade from Windows 7, you'll be able to save some of your apps on your settings. If you upgrade from Windows 8.1 and Windows 8, you will also be able to save some of your settings on some of your apps. It is stable for me at the minute, okay, but they do say before you download the ISO that it's not basically stable for every device at the minute. Quick double posting links me at ask permission. It's only a mods can post links in here. So the next 2 weeks, friends, I will cover using it. I will cover how to find your control panel, how to check your updates, how to set your display settings, where to find your download folder, your documents, how to set up your firewall if you're using the Windows based firewall. It's something similar to Windows 7 or Windows 8 or 8.1. And how you can find an application if you're looking for it. So basically how to use it and how to find your way around it. Let me try something here. CTRL plus R, or is it, no, Windows logo key plus R. Okay, so that works too. You'll notice there that brought up a start menu for pressing the Windows logo key on the keyboard and R at the same time, and if I expand it, that brings up your start menu where you can expand it. Okay, so I'll cover all these here. How you can turn a light tile off is right click on it and turn it off, or you can move it about or pin it somewhere else. Also, you can turn services off in it that can be exploited, the like of your printer if you're not using it. Thank you, tax. There's one for the bin. Okay, so I'll show you how to get around it and how to use it, as simple as I can do it. for anybody that doesn't know. At the minute, friends, it's working for me. If I go to settings here, when I go to settings here, you will have a system and display notification and search bar. Devices, Bluetooth, printers, mouse and keyboard. Network and internet. Personalization, accounts, time in your language, navigator, magnifying glass and high contrast. Privacy, location, webcam and microphone. Windows recovery and Windows update, backup and recovery. If I click this one, okay, it'll say your device is up to date, last checked today 3 hours ago. Okay, if I click advanced, now when you go to advanced settings, under settings on Windows 10, I'm just going to cover this wee bit and then I'm going to stop. Okay, by default, choose how preview builds are installed. By default, it's set at slow. Okay. Now you can set it to faster. If you're impatient and you want to get the next thing that comes out tomorrow that Microsoft have done, well then you can set it to faster. But I prefer to set it to slow because then it'll be more stable whenever it's released. Rather than grab it for the sake of grabbing it. Say the new browser comes out tomorrow and I have it set it to fast, well obviously I'm going to get it straight away. But I prefer to leave it at slow and let someone else test the fast ones out. So Microsoft can get a feedback and fix the bugs before I get them. Okay, so that's the way I would personally would have it set. You can view your update history by clicking the button here. And let me see what I can do here with this. You probably can't see this too well. Okay, this will give me a list of updates that Microsoft have supplied me. The date and time. Okay, from I installed the preview. It'll tell me exactly what I got. Now I got an AMD graphics update on the 31st of January. And it'll give me the update code and etc. So it's a good idea to have a look at the updates, go back and have a look and see what you got. And then you'll find out what Microsoft's actually doing. Now they are using Windows Defender in the Windows 10. Okay friends, there's not much more I can say tonight about this. I will post everything we've talked about tonight on YouTube. Okay, PC Caramon, just type in PC Caramon and you will see the clips. And I'll make it part 1, part 2 and part 3. And this one that you see in front of you is a 64, but I'm testing on this particular computer here. Let me open up Skype again. Kurt Russell, as usual, no profile. A hit and run, as the man says.
Yeah, that's why I went on and banned them.
No, appreciate that. Right, I'm trying to find what I want to know. If anybody can find this out for me, what I want to know is how much will Microsoft be charging us for Windows 10 after the 3-year upgrade? What is the price we have to pay? If anybody can tell me that, it'll be appreciated. Now it says here, this is what's contradicting. Okay, now this is an IT Pro technical website, and I've just come across a nice piece of information, and it says, let me read this small paragraph to you. Windows 10 will be free. Will be a free upgrade for Windows 7 and Windows 8 and 8.1 users during the first year. If you do not upgrade in the first year, you will be charged. there has been some confusion around pricing, but Microsoft is expected to charge a one-off license fee and not move to a subscription model. Okay, so we know that much. So if you don't upgrade in the first year, you will be charged. Now, it's sort of a contradictory thing here. It doesn't make sense. We know that it's going to be free for a year. Okay? It's definitely haven't said it's free for life, but then they're saying if you do not upgrade in the first year, you will be charged. So that's a way of forcing people to use Windows 10. Windows 10 will be launched in late 2015. The technical preview will end on the 15th of April 2015. They're also bringing out an 80 Microsoft have debuted the 84, I think that's inch Microsoft, wouldn't be an 84 inch Microsoft Surface Hub. Ah, yeah, on a Windows holographic. Okay, the holographic part, friends, is really interesting for anybody that wants to go to YouTube and watch it. It's really amazing when they do that, but you've got to wear like a set of glasses for it, I think. Okay, now anybody's testing the technical preview, you will also receive from the 21st of January past multiple hardware and software updates. They're not letting us know what they're going to charge us after the first year. And they are designed for Windows 10 phone and tablet devices. And it's going to be quicker than Windows 8 and 8.1. It actually, to be honest with you, the feel that I get with it, it's quick. What I did is pin a lot of apps to the taskbar just for handiness, you know. Now that's Firefox browser, okay, with all the plugins. It's coming up on the screen. Oh, put an extra C in there, that's why. Right, that's wonder. Right, okay. As I say, Firefox works on it, no problem up to now. It was buggy. It was buggy a couple of months ago, but it's not as buggy now. I've got LED lights installed in the computer room to try and improve the quality. But I've only got 3 up there, so I'll have to get another 3 put up sooner or later. So basically, that's the tag I'm covered for tonight, friends. Anybody who wants to say anything, work away. Anybody that did come in, thank you. If there's something I've missed, and there's something that you know, spill the beans, as the man says. Go ahead and type it in or let us know about it. If there's something I have missed, type it in and correct me. If there's something I've given the wrong information out on something simple or whatever, let me know. But I know Microsoft is releasing videos every month or something like that there to let us know exactly what they're bringing in next. or there's something there that you would like to see in Windows 10, put it in the chat room and I'll remember it and I'll put it in a feedback, because if you don't want to be a Microsoft insider tester, they do listen. I was surprised at that. They will listen to the feedback and they will email you back. And I was quite happy to put something in if I thought it was of interest what we could do to Microsoft 10. Or if there's something in Windows 10 that we're not happy with. All I can do is voice my opinion. Nothing more I can think of there, Tax.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what, if I could find anything what the Windows 10 was going to be. They're still not saying, like I said, it's going to be free, and then apparently the way I'm reading it, the operating system itself is going to be free. It's the initial upgrade cost that you're going to have to pay for, but it's not saying what it's going to be yet.
Well, you see,
And this is from today, February 14, 2015, off with a site called The Motley Fool.
right.
So,
Well, even PC gamers basically saying that Microsoft are saying the upgrade for the first year is free. I think most of us know that. But they're also saying if you don't upgrade in the first year, you're not getting it free. So I'm wondering by them saying that is, are they saying if you upgrade it in the first year and use the free one, you'll get it cheaper when it comes out. But if you don't upgrade your computer in the first year, you'll not get it cheaper. Is that what they're saying?
yeah, I'm seeing both things of what you're saying right there. I'm seeing them saying it two different ways. You know, you could forego the free year and go on an upgrade, and you will receive a lifetime of free, I guess, upgrades from that point. But then I'm seeing other things too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many articles on it. There's nothing that's really specific.
Yeah.
And I'm still looking, so.
Gail's still not broadcasting?
Yeah, he put a thing in his room yesterday. Now, Bill can help me out on this. I think if he remembers it. I don't remember exactly word for word, but he was saying that he just needs to take some time off, much needed time off, and hopes to be back at some point soon. Now, we don't know how long that's going to be. But from talking to Bill and a couple others, he had been feeling, fairly good all this past week while I was gone. I was in his room Friday afternoon for a couple hours, and he seemed to look good and sounding good like he always has. He doesn't look any worse for wear than what I've seen in the past. So, I mean, he's been pushing it pretty hard here the last probably good month. So I imagine, every day like he does it, for 5 or 6 hours, that's got to take its toll. I think he just needs to take a little time off and recharge himself,
Yeah.
I mean, he's already gone to the doctor, went through the test, and all of them came back favorable, so